Nation, thanks for watching Lancer Television and the Lancer Lowdown, where we answer your questions about Gilmour Athletics. Today's question is, who are the members of the 2015 Gilmour Athletics Hall of Fame induction class? The answer is there are 4 people being inducted this year, including longtime boys soccer coach Theo Teisel and 3 former student athletes of Gabrielle Tayak Steiner, a 2004 graduate, Brett Schumacher, a 2001 graduate, and Christopher Rohde, a graduate from the class of 1993. All 4 inductees will enjoy a special luncheon, followed by a presentation at halftime of the football game between Gilmour and Mogadore. Now, let's talk to the inductees to find out what they think about this special honor.
The induction is very special to me, not only because it recognizes years of service, but in particular it recognizes the fact that I got the opportunity to work with some very wonderful young men and women over the 30 years and watch them grow from high school student athletes to what they are today, and that's very special.
And your career at Gilmour has spanned more than 40 years now. Talk a little bit about where Gilmour was when you started versus where it is today.
Well, it was much different when I started coaching in the 70s because there were no divisions. So we, as a small school, had to compete. Everybody got into a tournament like now, but since there were no divisions, we were more than likely going to have to end up playing against a Mentor or any of the other strong Division I schools at that time.
Now, how do you feel being back now? You're going to be honored in front of the home crowd, students you work in front of every day that may not realize what you've brought to the school. How does that feel to you to be recognized?
Well, I think it's a humbling experience. You know, it's something that when you get into a coaching profession or teaching profession, you're really not looking at that kind of event taking place. But once it comes here, it's you know, it's very special just because of the memories that the young athletes left with me.
It's definitely a tremendous honor, and you know, very grateful for the opportunities that I was given here at Gilmour, being able to play 3 sports, and you know, a lot of lessons I learned on the field have helped me out in my life.
And what's it like being back, seeing some people that you may not have seen in a while?
It's great. It's good to see the familiar faces and you know, catch up with people. So it's a really exciting day.
And what do you think about the other honorees this year?
I think it's great. It's really cool to see Mr. Teisel, you know, being one of my teachers here when I was here, and you know, another Bree, I think she was here when I was here. So it's pretty cool to see others who've done tremendous things for the school. And
your family's here with you today. How do they feel watching you get this honor?
They're very happy, definitely, and I appreciate their support. I know, especially my dad's pretty honored. He's in the athletics area, so it's cool to have them all here.
For me, it's really exciting. I have to be honest, I haven't been to the new athletic center, even though it's like 5 years old. And so when I walked in, it was really exciting to see the basketball court that I never really got to play on. So I'm jealous. But it's an amazing facility, and I think it speaks to the commitment, the desire that everyone that's gone through Gilmour and their families has for the school and the mission, and just the commitment to always making it bigger and better. And so today is just an honor because it is such a great place, and there is that commitment and that level of just awesomeness that people have once they are here and once they leave.
Okay, now we have a great group of inductees this year. 4 people are being honored. What's it like to be among a group of such great people?
It's amazing for me. I worked with Mr. Teisel. I was a veteran Gilmour Day Camp counselor, so I know what kind of person he is. I know what kind of work ethic he has. I know what kind of esteem people hold him in, and so for me, it's a real honor. And just to be put in that group is really just a great honor for me.
It's definitely a bit surreal. I think for me, I graduated in '93, So what Gilmour was back then and what it is today are two amazingly different places. My father has been an active alumni of Gilmour since 1951 and has really kept me up to date on what's going on the campus. So to come back and see the development, not only in the athletic department but also in the academics, has been really just amazing. And now that I'm back living in the U.S., which I was abroad for about 9 years, I really look forward to becoming an active part of the community and really seeing the development and hopefully having a chance to send my child here one day.
Well, it's good to hear that you plan on coming back a lot, even though you've been away for a little while. So how's it feel being in this esteemed class of honorees this year?
It's fantastic. It's my brother is also in the Athletic Hall of Fame, so for me to join him and to join Mr. Teisel, I heard Bree mention earlier about day camp. I was actually a day camp attendee, so I remember Mr. Teisel when I was 10, 11 years old. Also remember him as a teacher and soccer coach, so it's just fantastic to be alongside him and to also be alongside some fellow classmates of mine, Andy Larned, Mike Pike, fellow baseball players. It's also with a bit of sadness as Ray passed this year, and Ray was a huge mentor and personal friend of mine, so I really wish that he would have been here to celebrate with us, but I know that he's up there looking down and proud of what some of his Lancers have accomplished.
That is for sure. Now talk a little bit about what Gilmour has meant to you and what it still means to you today.
Sure. I think Gilmour is something that really has never escaped my life. After, like I said, my brother went here, my father went here, so I really have always felt like I've followed in their footsteps. After spending 4 years playing the exact sports that my older brother did, I actually followed a couple of Lancers to Fairfield University and had a chance to play alongside 3 old Gilmour baseball players while I was at Fairfield, and at one point in time we actually had 4 Gilmour players that were on the field at the exact same time at a Division I school. So that's fantastic. So I always like to think that no matter where I go in life, Gilmour follows me around. Now that I'm here, back living in the U.S., always hearing the updates from my father, coming to see the campus. We have a hockey rink now. We actually have 2. The swimming pool looks slightly different than when I was here. It's just really special to kind of see that evolution and, in my opinion, be there from the beginning to where it is today and hopefully where it will be in the future.
2003. He was inducted into the OSSCA Hall of Fame in 1996. Tio is in his 43rd year here at Gilmour and is currently the Dean of Student Life and Discipline as he continues to lead yearly trips to Honduras with students, alumni, and parents. Ladies and gentlemen, a thunderous applause for Mr. Tio Tyson.
And there you have it, Lancer Nation, the lowdown on the Gilmour Athletics Hall of Fame. If you have a question about Gilmour Athletics you'd like answered, email us at lancerlowdown@gilmour.org. We may answer your question next. Until then, keep watching Lancer Television and the Lancer Lowdown.